watching KRDO News Channel 13, where the news comes first. Your news starts right now.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us here at KRDO News Channel 13 at 5. I'm Willis Scott. A long-standing Pikes Peak tradition with a twist this year due to COVID-19. Organizers of the 98th running of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb were forced to close the event off to the public. News Channel 13's Dan Beatty spoke with organizers and drivers to see just how different hill climb really is during a pandemic.
13 miles. 156 turns and 14,000 feet can't stop these drivers from racing up Pikes Peak. Why would COVID-19? Unfortunately for Hill Climb 2020, many fans won't get to see them do it.
I haven't been able to see any place in the history of the race where the race went with no fans.
Only family and crews of the drivers were permitted to watch on Sunday. The general public were kept out in order to adhere to COVID-19 guidelines.
I'm not interested unless it's a really cool car. And they said, well, what do you consider a cool car? And I went, well, this car's pretty cool.
David Donner has driven the Pikes Peak Hill Climb 27 times and won 3 times. For him, not having fans in the stands doesn't just hurt the atmosphere, it takes away from the race.
If you haven't been up here a lot and there's spectators, race day is totally different than practice because you see the movement of spectators and the distraction, and it's all part of it. I mean, that's what does it, and it affects some drivers more than others.
However, one fan wasn't going to be kept out. The late Carlin Dunn's mother, Rami Gallardo, was asked to open this year's hill climb with the first green flag.
It's like I feel like being wrapped in a warm blanket. I feel like I'm home.
Carlin Dunn died during the 2019 hill climb in a motorcycle accident. On Thursday, Pikes Peak International Hill Climb inducted Dunn into their Hall of Fame. For Gallardo, returning to Pikes Peak is about coming back to where her son spent his final moments doing what he loved.
See what he saw, to feel what he felt, you know, the helicopter, the last green flag he saw. That was him, you know, and so, yeah, just being where he was, you know, for the last time.
Reporting at the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, Dan Beatty, KRDO, News Channel 13.
We'll have more on today's event coming up in sports with Rob Namnoom. Right now, we're going to get a check on the weather. Here's a live look outside at Pueblo. Another rainy day. If you can actually believe it, it was actually snowing at the finish